Hey guys, and welcome back to Curly Mom. So today I'm actually going to be retwisting my hair and doing a Q&A for you guys with some questions that were asked on Instagram, Facebook, and through Snapchat. So I'm currently in the process of retwisting my hair. This is what I got done so far. And the reason I did that off camera is because it's a bit more difficult for me to do the back, so I actually have to have my husband help me. But I'm going to be showing you guys the technique that I use to retwist my hair and what products I use as well. This is my second time retwisting my hair, so yeah, I think I'm doing a pretty good job, and we just gonna get right into it. But before we do, I need you guys to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. Now we can go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so for my retwist, I'm going to show you the products that I'm currently using. So I am currently using this. This is a mixture. I don't know what to call it yet. I'm trying to think of a name. But this is a mixture of some rose water that I made myself, distilled water, aloe vera leaf juice, vitamin E oil, and tea tree oil. This is a mixture. This is what I'm going to use daily to moisturize my locks, but this is also what I use to retwist them as well after a fresh wash. I'm also using some oil. This is a mixture of Crown Rose Marvana's products. So this is her oil, and also the Cream of Nature Essential 7 Treatment Oil. So I use this bottle. It's the Cream of Nature bottle. So it's this original oil as well as this oil. The logo is all messed up because my son put it in his mouth. But yeah, so that's what's in this bottle. And then I also use a little bit of mousse just to hold my retwist. I don't use much, just a little bit. These 3 products do not leave buildup. I don't have any buildup that I'm aware of. So I love these products. They are super moisturizing. This is actually my first time using this mixture that I made. It's something that I found just researching, and I'm gonna see how it works for my hair. So far it's working really well for my retwist, but I think it's going to be really moisturizing because aloe vera is really moisturizing, rose water is really moisturizing. So, and the vitamin E oil and the tea tree oil are really going to help my scalp, because I noticed that my scalp has become a lot more tender and itchy with locks. So the tea tree oil will hopefully help with the irritation of my scalp and just soothe the itchiness. And the vitamin E oil is really hydrating and puts a shine to your hair. So that's why I use those in the product. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I retwist and answer some of these questions. But first I want to show you how I retwist my hair. So I'm just gonna begin by parting. I like to part mine because I like really crisp parts, okay? Don't judge me, y'all, I just do. So I'm just parting with my comb that I bought on Amazon. It's the little parting comb. You can see the little, that thing. I don't know what they call it, but I'm just using that to part my hair. I think that's good. And I also have my bucket of clips that I use. I got these off of Amazon as well. I think it was like 100 or something in there in the package. And then I'll put all of this in the link in the description box below, from where I got all of my products from, so that way you guys can get to it and use it if you want. So this is currently what the hair looks like. It's all, as you can see, not twisted. So I'm gonna start by spraying it down with my mixture that I made. And this is one of those like 360 bottles. I think that's what you call it. So when you spray it, it kind of just sprays. You don't have to keep spraying. I don't know if you guys can hear. So I just get that really drenched. Then I go in with my oil at the roots. Kind of just massage that in. And then we're gonna go with a little bit of mousse. Kind of massage that down, and I'm trying to get close for you guys so that way you can really see what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna take it and twist. And then once I get to a place to where I'm like not connected with the root anymore, I take the strands, if you can see here, the strands that was not twisted in, and kind of just wrap it around. So that way it can stay. And I also do a little palm roll. Palm roll, and boom! You have a retwisted lock. Now I'm just gonna clip it to something back here if I can find something. So I'll show you guys again, just in case. And I noticed that it's easier for me to keep all of my locks in a bun and just take it one by one. At first, when I first did it, I was taking like the row down, but then my hair was like, when I would twist it, it would like gather other hair that wasn't supposed to be in that part, if you get what I'm saying. And when you feel that pulling, it's really annoying and bothersome. So yeah, I noticed that this is a lot easier. So I'm just gonna go ahead and part again. So here's this one. I'm gonna spray it down. And I also like to kind of squeeze it in my lock so that way it gets inside to make sure it's really moisturized. Take my oil. And a little bit of mousse. And I'm going to take it and twist, twist, twist. And I kind of use my other hand to just hold it in place and guide it. And I'm going to take this extra hair and wrap it around. I really hope you guys can see this. And palm roll to get a uniform lock. And there you go, a nice retwist. And you clip it. I know some people actually don't use clips. They just kind of, they twist it, and you know how you start a Bantu knot? They kind of twist it like into a Bantu knot, which is pretty cool, but I like to make sure mine gonna stay, so I use clips. I like to use the clips. So now I can get started with the question and answer part of this video while I continue to do my retwist. And I thank you to the ones who did ask me some questions to help me with this, because I really wanted to do a video like this so you guys can get to know me better and like what's going on with me and how I manage things. Okay, so Just Tay asked, how has being a mother changed you? Super cliche, I know, lol. How has being a mother changed me? It's changed me a lot. I don't know if y'all can hear him, but he outside whining outside the door. I feel like it's really changed me because everything I do now is not for me, it's for my son. Like, going to work, waking up every day and having the energy to go to work and really hustle and get this bag is really for him, because I want him to have a better lifestyle. It's not just about me anymore, or me and my husband. It's about him. Like, I really want to set him and my future children up for greatness. So I feel like that's how it's changed me. It's also made me build a lot more patience. If y'all know me personally, y'all know I don't have patience. Like, that's something I really struggle with, but I'm still working on. But I really struggle with patience. And of course, having children, you have to have patience. It's going to teach you to have patience, because it's a lot. It's a lot. It can become very overwhelming, especially being a new mom. It becomes very, very, very overwhelming. Sorry, y'all, I gotta look in the mirror to make sure my part right. But yeah, I feel like that's a few ways of how being a mother has now changed me. And I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, having the title of being someone's mom is the best thing. It's the best thing to me. Like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. He's so amazing. Y'all know I talk about him all the time. He is so amazing. He never ceases to amaze me. And I'm just really grateful that God blessed me with him, because I don't know. I'm just super blessed to have him in my life. I'm super happy with him. All right, so the next question, Just Tay also asked, how has it been living in a different state? So, as many of y'all know, I'm no longer in Las Vegas, Nevada. I moved to Arizona in September 1st. I moved to Arizona, so it's been about, 2 months since I've been here. And honestly, I don't have any complaints. Like, it hasn't been bad at all. Of course, I do get homesick and I miss my family, especially since all of my family is in Vegas. Majority of my family is. And I can't just go around the corner to go chill at my grandparents' house, or just pull up to my sister's house, you know? So, I mean, I feel like that's something that I really miss. It's just really my family, but we FaceTime every day. I talk to them every single day. So at least like my close family members. And then I have my other family on Facebook, so I interact with them there. But I do miss being in Vegas, of course. I don't think that's ever gonna go away. I can honestly say I've enjoyed being here. We do have a few friends out here who are also in the military. So it's not like we're completely alone. So I feel like that's why it was easier moving out here as well. So yeah, it hasn't been bad at all. And Just asked another question. She asked, how was it transitioning from your natural hair to locks? Woo! Okay, let's see. Well, I went natural. When did I go natural? I went natural. Okay, so I cut my hair, did a big chop in 2018, August of 2018. And I was natural. I was a loose natural for, when did I start my locks? This year. I started 2021. So I was a loose natural for almost 3 years. Like it was over 2 years, because I cut them August of 2018. So yeah, 2 years and a few months is when I became a loose natural. Or no, it's how long I was a loose natural. I had always wanted locks. Always. Like, I even had the faux locks, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to lock my hair, but I just never had the guts to. I was scared. I didn't think locks were versatile. Like, I was always thinking of it as, oh my gosh, I'm going to be stuck in this one hairstyle. And I like to switch up my hair a lot. So what I did, well, I started doing my research. Of course, I was watching videos on locks, different styles of locks, and I was really seeing how people were really doing different styles on locks. Like, they're just so beautiful, and really understanding the culture and the history behind locks. I just fell in love with them, and they are so beautiful to me. It's natural, still natural, And it's like, I feel like our hair is made to naturally be this way, to lock up. And we just don't allow it to, since we have the combs and, you know, the tools to actually allow our hair to be like loose natural. So yeah, that's what made me transition to locks, and the process has been amazing. I've really grown with my locks, and I feel like it's opened up a new door to me, to the other side of me, like getting to know the real me. And it's been amazing. The transition has been amazing. There has been a few times where I'm like, you know what, I don't know if I can do this because of like that super frizzy stage. I think I hit that around like 4 months, 3-4 months ish. And I hated the way they looked because it was just so frizzy. And I'm not, being a loose natural, you don't like frizz. Like it don't match up. So I think that was just one of the challenges that I really faced. But other than that, the journey has been amazing. The transition has been amazing. My locks are like halfway locked. It was just that frizzy stage that I was like stressing about. But you learn to love your locks through any stage that they're going through. I'm currently trying to teach myself that I do not need a retwist for my locks to be beautiful. I'm so used to having a uniform style with the sleek edges and the nice like style. You get what I'm saying? Like and whether it's braids or a weave or anything like that, I'm used to it being uniform and put together, not that like frizzy look. So I'm still kind of struggling with that. But I'm teaching myself that I do not need a retwist for my locks to be beautiful or for my hair to be beautiful. Like, they're beautiful whether you have a retwist or not. So, yes, I am learning that. Love Deja Janae says, how does it feel to have the best friend in the world? And it feels amazing. That's my best friend, y'all. It was just her birthday the other day. So happy belated birthday to her. Make sure y'all wish her a happy birthday because I just love her so much. But it's amazing, Deja Janae. You're the best friend a girl could ask for. And I wouldn't trade you for the world. Sometimes. No, I'm just playing. Mr. Jackie Chan asks, can you give advice for somebody that wants to pack up and move states? My advice is, do it. Do it. Although me packing up and moving wasn't like a choice, because of course my husband's in the military, and where they say you gotta go, you gotta go. So it wasn't a choice of mine, but if that's something that you're thinking about doing, do it. That's probably one of the best things that's ever happened to us here. I feel like so many opportunities and doors opened up when we moved to Arizona. Personally, that's how I feel. Like, we got a nice apartment that is so much better than the one that we had in Vegas. I got a new job out here. I started back doing my YouTube here. Like, I feel like it's been so many doors opening up for me here, and I don't think it's gonna stop anytime soon. And I couldn't be more happy where I am here in Arizona than where I was in Las Vegas. Like, it's just so much better being out here. And I feel like you get out of your comfort zone. It pushes you to move, like, to do more. And I'm also starting school in January out here. Like, when I say so many doors have opened, y'all, like, I'm not kidding. So I feel like if you want to pack up and move states, do it. Do what you gotta do. The job will come, the money will come, the place to stay will come. Like, it's gonna work out in your favor. All you gotta do is manifest it, speak it into existence, trust in God, and He gonna do what needs to be done. On time, okay? Don't rush the process. And don't think it's moving too slow. It's gonna come on time. It's Dee Dee asked, how long did it take for your locks to lock up? Well, they're actually not fully locked yet. So I'm still in the process of my locks locking. They're about halfway locked, like I stated before. So far, they're doing good though. They're locking up. They are definitely locking up. I'm still in the process, girl. 7 months and we still going strong. Not locked yet. I will let y'all know when they fully locked though. All right, so Luna47 asked, Hardest thing about being both a mother and a wife, in your opinion, and how you deal with it. Whew, the hardest thing. Let me think, y'all. Now y'all putting my brain to use. Because I don't look at it as hard. Maybe challenging. Definitely challenging. I feel like the hardest or most challenging thing is being the best wife and the best mother that I can be, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to mess up. I don't want my husband to feel like he's being neglected, or I'm not taking care of things that I need to, or like I'm not satisfying him and his needs as a wife. And then also trying to take care of my son and make sure he's okay. And I feel like you always question whether you're the best mother that you can be. Like, I feel like we beat ourselves up so much because we really just want our children to have the best life possible. Things that we don't want them to go through, things that we went through as children. So I feel like the hardest part is just being able to balance both things and making sure both people are satisfied and okay and well taken care of. The way I deal with it is I like to talk. I like to really communicate with my husband. Like, I ask him, is there something that I'm not doing, or is there something that I can do better? Because I feel like being married, things go dull. Like, of course, okay, you first meet, cool, I like this person, y'all become boyfriend and girlfriend, y'all in that lovey-dovey stage, that little puppy love stage, and then boom, you get married. Like, when me and him got married, I was like, oh, I can marry him because everything was all sweet as pie. We rarely argue. Like, we still rarely argue now, but we definitely argue a lot more than what we used to when we were just boyfriend and girlfriend. And so I feel like things definitely change when you get married, and then now you throw a kid in there. So I feel like you really have to make time. You have to make time for your partner and also make time for your son. So like, when I get home from work, that's mommy and son time. Like, I really just spend time with my son to make sure he knows that I'm still here. I'm still his mommy. I still love him with all my heart. And then with my husband, when we wind down at night, we go to the gym. So that's me and him time. And then when we wind down at night and we put our son to bed, we kind of chill, smoke a little hookah, watch TV. Like, you know, I feel like you just have to make that time for both people to make sure you're fulfilling what you need to fulfill as a wife and as a mother. That's just my opinion on it. So yeah, I like to just create that balance in the home. And of course, I'm still learning. I don't know all the answers. So I feel like that's a big thing though. Definitely communicating with your partner. And then once your child is able to communicate well, you communicate with them as well, you know? Black families, I feel like there is no talking. The parents feel like what I say goes. And I look at that differently. Like, I don't want my son to feel like his opinion doesn't matter or his feelings don't matter. If I'm doing something and it hurts his feelings and I'm genuinely wrong, I'm going to apologize to my child. I don't want to shut my son out. I don't want him to ever feel like I don't care what he feels, or I don't care if I hurt him, because it's true, your parents can hurt you. The people that you love hurt you the most. Like, I'm speaking from experience, for real. Like, they hurt you the most, and it sucks. It sucks because you carry that throughout life. You carry that through your friendships. You carry that through your relationships. And it's like, at a point you have to let that go, but it can be really hard, especially when your parents or the people that raised you are the ones that hurt you. Like, it sucks. It really sucks. And I want my son to know that I would never do anything to intentionally hurt him. And if there is a time that I do hurt him or hurt his feelings, I want him to be able to come to me and let me know. That way I can apologize and we can fix it. So I think communication is a really big key, especially with your children, like, especially with your children. And of course your significant other, but yes. Like I said in my last video or the video before that, we breaking generational curses, baby, okay? He is not about to grow up with no childhood trauma talking about something my mom hurt me. My daddy didn't love me. Like, no, we're not doing that. We are not doing that here. Next question. Mrs. Arita asked, how do you balance work, mothering, being a wife, and going to the gym? Baby, let me tell you, it's hard. It's hard. I feel like my days are so long, but I feel like if I'm doing it with a purpose, it's worth it. It's so worth it. Like, I don't really know how I balance it. I don't know. I just do it. I feel like as mothers, you learn to just do things and really go hard. Whether it's being a wife, being a mom, going to the gym, going to work. Like, you figure out how to work with it. And of course, I would not be able to do it without the support of my village, y'all. Every child needs a village, okay? We really do. Like, I would not be able to do this on my own. I have my husband. He supports me with any decision that I make. When I say any decision, I mean any decision. If I say I want to go jump off a plane, that's something that I want to do on my bucket list, he'll be like, okay. He might not do it with me, but he gonna support me. He gonna support me. So I feel like having that support is the way I balance it all. It was a lot easier when we were in Las Vegas because, of course, I had you, Mrs. Arita, and I had my grandparents. I was able to call on people to watch my son if me and my husband wanted some alone time so I could be the wife he needs me to be, or if we wanted to go to the gym, you know, I had people on deck I could just call and watch my son. We still do have some people out here now, but I mean, I feel like you just figure it out. You just go with the flow and figure out what works best for you. So I feel like that's how I balance it. I'm still learning, y'all, still learning. That never stops. Mrs. Arita also asked, how do you maintain your locks between retwists? And I feel like I maintain them with wraps, y'all. I love wraps so much. So of course I try to retain my retwist as long as possible, but we all know the retwist is not gonna last forever. I at least want them to last for 2 weeks. 2 weeks at minimum. That's it. That's all I'm asking. Just 2 weeks. And I wrap my hair every night. Of course, you want to use a silk wrap or a satin, something like that. So what I do is I put a cotton bandana on the front just to make sure it stays flat and laid down. And then I also wear I'm washing them right now, or else I would show you. But I'll put a link in the description box below where I got my satin bonnet. I have a satin bonnet, it's reversible and adjustable. But I put that on top of the cotton bandana thing that I lay my hair down with. And if you are not good with wrapping your hair, I suggest using silk sheets or satin sheets. That way your hair does not get damaged and break off. But yeah, that's how I maintain it. And like I said, I use a lot of wraps. I'm always wrapping my hair. Like, if I feel like my hair is just not cooperating or I really don't want to do it, best believe I'm about to wrap it on up, y'all. So yeah, I feel like I just used a lot of wraps. Other ways, I do like to style my hair. Like after retwist, like today, I'm actually gonna do a style. My last retwist, I did not style it. I was trying to give my hair a break because like I said, it's become really tender. Like my scalp has become real tender. And I just don't want to damage my hair by pulling on it too much. So last retwist, I did not do a style, but this time I am. Nothing too dramatic though. Just to kind of savor my retwist as long as possible to make it last the longest until next time. But yeah, that's how I maintain my retwist. Cece asked, how did you take the news about moving states with your husband? Well, we were actually already talking about it. It was time for him to re-enlist, and he was letting me know, like, you know, I want to put in a request to move to Arizona. And I was like, no, like, I don't want to go. But he was explaining to me, like, they're moving a lot of people out of the country right now. A lot of people were going to England, being stationed in England because they just opened a base out there. And he was like, you know, this is your first move and I don't want this to be a big move for you. You know, it's something you got to kind of adjust to. So he was like, I'd rather decide where we go instead of them forcing us to go somewhere and you're so far away from your family. And I was like, okay, you got a point. We just agreed that Arizona was okay, was a good place to start. It wasn't really news, like a surprise that we were moving here, because we talked about it and he actually requested to be here. So I guess I reacted pretty well. At first I was just like, no, I don't want to go, like I'm not ready. But you get ready, okay? You get ready, and like I said, so many doors and opportunities have presented themselves out here in Arizona. So baby, it's the best thing I ever did that we ever did for our family. Brianna asked, what made you decide to lock your hair? So like before I was saying, I've always wanted to lock my hair. And then I just started doing a lot of research and seeing how versatile they were, how beautiful they were, the culture behind them. And I just really fell in love with locks. And so that's what made me decide to go ahead and lock it up, to just follow my mind and do what I wanted to do. You only get one life, okay, y'all? YOLO, you only live once. And so I'm like, you know what? It's something I want to do. Why not? I feel like if you want to do it, y'all, because you never know if you're ever going to get that chance again. So I feel like just do it. Just do it. Why not? And so I am in love with my locks and my lock journey and everything that they have brought to me spiritually, mentally, physically, just everything, y'all. Just really helped a lot. And she also asked, what is something as a first-time mother that you wish you would have known beforehand? Woo! Something that I wish I would have known beforehand. Sleep regression. I wish somebody would have told me that babies go through sleep regression, okay? It's like you start getting them on a schedule. They start following that schedule. Then the next thing you know, you up at 4 a.m., they up at 4 a.m., y'all looking at each other, y'all crying at each other, trying to figure out why the baby won't go to sleep. He looking at you like, what are you gonna do about it? And it's just too much for me. I also wish that someone would have told me you would have lost a lot of friendships, a lot of family, a lot of just everything when as a first-time mother. I don't know what happens. I don't know what changes. It's like people think, of course you change because you're becoming a mom now, but I was still that person. I'm still mahogany. I feel like I've never changed my element as a friend. I never changed that part. I might have become more wiser, more cautious, because of course I'm a mom now, so I gotta do what's in my son's best interest. So I feel like I wish I would have known how many people I would have lost becoming a first-time mom. But that's just something you can't help, and some people are just in your life for a chapter, not the whole book. So you gotta do what you gotta do. It happens. It sucks, but I mean, you learn to push through and just keep going. I just always think things happen for a reason. If they were meant to stay, they would have stayed. If not, then it is what it is. You really just gotta, what I do, I talk to God. Show me who's gonna be here. Please remove the negativity, just everything. I just tell him to remove those that aren't meant to be here. Keep those that are. And allow me to be okay. Allow me to be okay with that, because it's hard. It is hard when, especially those friendship breakups, I feel like are the worst. It really sucks, because you think that person is gonna be there forever. you don't see an end, and then when it does end, it really sucks. Like, it hurts your feelings a lot. And you see that person in your child's life. So I feel like that's the part that hurts the most, or that's the part that I would have loved to know beforehand so I can prepare. But it's okay, things happen. Things happen, people grow, you grow. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this retwist, and then I'm gonna come back when it's time for me to dry, and I'll show you guys the process of how I dry it, what I use, what products I use to dry it. So your girl will be back. Alright guys, so I'm back. I am finished with my retwist. Just gonna do a little twirl so y'all can see. And now I am about to dry it. So what I'm going to use to dry is my Conair blow dryer. It's 1875 watts. Yeah. And then I also have this cool little like cap. I'm going to put the blow dryer through here, and it's going to blow on my head. You guys will see when I put it on, but it's from I got this from Amazon as well. And this is the company that makes it. And this is the little package that it comes in. It's so cool because it can just fold right back up. And you can literally pack it anywhere, to go everywhere. So I am gonna do that right now with the clips in my hair. Before I do, I'm actually gonna put some mousse on my hair just to kind of set it. So now what I'm gonna do is just put this on my head. Gonna tighten it. It has a little adjustable, and I am going to strap it as well because I learned that you need this. It's there for a reason, because it will come off your head once you put the blow dryer on there. Try to make sure there are no clips like sitting on your ears, because if there are, it's gonna burn. I learned that. So I actually don't use high heat only because it burns with the clips in your hair. It actually burns your scalp. Okay, so I'm putting it on hot. You just put the thingy around the blow dryer, and it has a band so it doesn't like slide off. Super easy. Like that. And just gonna Velcro it, and you turn it on. Voila! So this is my retwist. This is what it's looking like. Alright guys, so that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching me retwist my hair. Stay tuned for those question and answers. But make sure, if you are not subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I got a whole bunch of ideas for you guys, so you do not want to miss out. And also, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button as well, and share with all your friends. Leave a comment down below of what other videos you would like me to do, other things you want me to talk about. I would love to be able to just provide you with everything that you guys want. So yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time.